Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Outer Planet Models solo wargaming with me, Troy. Today we are heading out to space to play some One Page Rules Faster Than Light. This is a great game, takes the One Page rules and takes it up into space. It does take a couple little tweaks on the system, but it really works. It's really fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rules. All right, everybody. Before we can really talk about the rules, we need to look at ship creation because this is important to understand. So in here, you will have your list of ships that you can choose from. Now, there are race-specific ships. In fact, we will be seeing Human Defense Force ships and the Dwarf Guild ships. But here, what we have is these here in the main rules, these are just generic ships that anybody can take. But if you look at it, it tells you what the points are. So this is 80 points. It's heavy 4. And what that 4 means is that it can take 4 upgrades. And an upgrade is either a weapon or an actual what's listed as an upgrade. It used to not specify the weapon, but then that got clarified. So you have an upgrade and then you have weapons also. Now, the cost of those upgrades and weapons are free. They are included in the price of this ship. So you can pick those. You can pick 4 upgrades. You can pick 4 weapons. You can pick 3 and 1 or however you want. Those, it doesn't matter. You just pick those, slap them on the ship, and you're good to go. Now, upgrades do not have a facing. They are just all over the whole ship. Weapons do have a facing. In this game, your ships will have a front arc, 2 side arcs, and a rear arc. You can have 1 weapon in each arc. So you have your front. Your sides actually count as 1 weapon. So if you were to pick like a weapon battery, it would be on both sides of the ship. And then you pick 1 for the rear. So a standard ship could take 3 weapons. There are things that tweak that up, like there are Human Defense Force ships that can say, hey, you get 3 weapons in the front arc. You know, there's things that do that. But what your upgrades don't have an arc, your weapons do. And you cannot overlap. So you can't put multiple weapons in 1 arc. That's the base rule, and that's something kind of to understand. Now, if you're shooting at somebody, we'll go ahead and set this up here. If you have your line right here comes through like this, right? So the front arc and the side arc is here. Both can fire because obviously that's a ship does not have to be wholly within an arc to shoot at it. It just needs to be in part of the ship has to be in an arc. Now, what is a ship? To me, that's just the base, the tip of the post, really, because these things are so microscopic. When you have a ship here, so that was kind of a little tangent, but so I measure everything from post to post, not like tip of the ship to some other point on the ship, because I go from post to post, unless it's a squadron. Then squadrons, I'll just measure from the base or something. Now, here we have our cruiser again. It has a speed of move 4, cruise 6. This is in essence of basically just a regular move and a run, if you want to think of that. So you can do a move and then do a shoot. Or if you do a cruise, you don't get to shoot. Now, all ships come with a turret. The turret is a 360 degree, so it can shoot in all the arcs, doesn't matter. Doesn't take up any of the slots. So if you take a ship with only upgrades, you still have an automatic weapon. Has range 24, attack 2 means you're going to roll 2 dice. And if you hit with them, you are going to you're going to take whatever their toughness is and they're going to subtract 2 from their dice rolls. So it's basically think of this as AP. A ship has a defense, an evasiveness or an evasion, and a toughness. So evasion is what does somebody need to roll to hit you? So obviously a cruiser's a heavy, it's real easy to hit, it's 2+. A Corvette, being light, is harder at 4+. And when we start getting into squadrons, it gets even harder. So it's not so much the skill of the gunners on the shooting ship, it's how big the size of the targeted ship is. And then toughness, if the shots get through, the defender will roll d6, any number equivalent to how many shots get through, and they got to get their toughness or better in order to save the shot. So you could say maybe it just hits maybe some worthless gear on the outside of the ship, or it decompresses 10 forward, or it bounced off some, maybe you have some kind of shield defense. Doesn't matter. The rules don't care. It's just that's what it is. And that's where that strength comes in. So here, if I needed a 2+, if somebody with strength 2 hit me, I would need a 4+. Pretty simple. And that's how it goes. Ships can also have a hero or a title. Now, each fleet can only have one hero of the same type. So you can't have like 3 tactical masters in your fleet. But each ship, you can have multiple titles in your fleet. So I could have multiple Avengers, multiple Vanguard, multiple Defiance, but I could only have, that one tactical master. These do have points. So these will add on. So a cruiser, 80 points. If I take an Avenger and a Sapper, it's 100 points. Pretty simple. That's how it goes for creating ships. Rule size. So again, standard size, 6 by 4 foot. I'm playing actually on just a 4 foot by 4 foot. It'll work fine. Fleets, you're going to design a 450 point. Now you'll see stuff here in red. This is the beta rules that patron supporters can get. This is actually the playtest 1.7, not 1.4. I noticed that. So that, hey, OPR, that's something you guys need to update. That's something I found in the beta test. So you start with 450 points. The fleet that we have here is actually a 250 points. So it's smaller because this is the beginning of the engagement in the narrative that I'm telling. If you haven't seen the narrative, go check it out. It's kind of interesting. It was kind of funny doing some voice acting. And my daughter helped me with it, and she got mad because I actually deviated from the script that I had created. Initiative is same, roll off. Whoever gets the highest is the winner of the initiative. Mission, again, you have objectives and so forth. You can come up with whatever you want. 4 rounds. Deployment, 12 inches of the side. Now, the game is played in rounds, obviously, and you have phases in there. So 4 rounds. Each round has a phase. Now, it's not a matter of I activate a ship, you activate any ship, I activate any ship, you activate any ship. It's actually a matter of I'm going to activate a squadron, you're going to activate a squadron, I'm going to activate a squadron, none left. I'm going to activate a light ship, you activate a light. I'm going to activate medium ships, you activate medium ships, and so forth like that. It is not I activate anything, you activate anything. So the faster the ships are, the quicker they're going to go in the turn, in the round. So your big, heavy ships, obviously they're going to go last, but they're going to be able to get a little more in, maybe maneuver a little bit better, and get some shots in. Moving, you can hold. You cannot move, but you can pivot up to 180 degree. You can do a move, which your speed is a move, and you can do a 90 degree. Cruise is cruise speed, 45 degree, and ram, you can do cruise speed, and it has to be, or you can go up to a 45 degree. Now you don't have to go these max distances or these max degrees. You obviously have to go 0 to this, but you can only make that turn when you are halfway through your movement. Okay, so then you can make your move. You cannot do it beforehand. Squadrons can freely move whenever they want, however they want in their movement. And if they're within 2 inches of an enemy, they have to stop and they're engaged. Overlapping, if a ship comes along and it moves, and at any point, if its base touches another base, that's considered overlapping. And you'll actually just continue until you're just past the other side. That's how that goes, but you will take damage for passing through. So, you could try and do that. Disengage, you can just leave the table. If you do, you can turn back around and come back in within 4 inches of the of where it left. So, most space games, it's like, I fly off and zoom, I'm out of there. Here, you can go out and then come back. You also have easy target. If you are shooting at a ship that has taken a hold action, you got 2+ to hit. until it moves again. Also, if you are shooting and you are shooting in the rear, you get a +1 to hit. Squadrons always have a +1. Squadrons always get +1 to hit when targeting other squadrons. Ramming, if you were to hit each other, you can do a ram. So the ship with the lower number of upgrades, again, upgrade is an upgrade or a weapon, will take 2 damage, while the other takes 1 damage. In case of a tie, they both take 1, and then they're moved away from each other. Shooting, I pretty much already did that. It's such as simple as the same thing as like regular OPR rules. Just, do you have line of sight? Yeah, roll to hit. Blocking, again, talked about that with the toughness. Damage is an interesting thing, though, because the squadrons are destroyed if they take 2 damage. So if they get hit twice, boom, they're gone. Ships, on the other hand, will up damage to their upgrades. When all their upgrades are gone, then they're destroyed. So each upgrade takes 2 damage to be destroyed. And if the whole ship's destroyed, then it's just obviously removed from play. There are things that allow you to change that. So maybe you have armor, and it will take 4 damage to destroy that upgrade. Morale, if ever you are down half your fleet, you need to make a morale check. And it's not just a regular roll and get higher than your quality. What you do is, let's say the ship has 4 upgrades on it that are still working. You'll roll a die. You will add the total number of upgrades to the die roll. 6+, they're good. They pass. So obviously a smaller ship with less upgrades is going to be greater chance to run, because they're like, we don't want to be here. Terrain, you have cover terrain, difficult, blocking, dangerous. So you could have nebulas, asteroid belts. You could have whatever you want with however you want to call this. And terrain, obviously, it can be multiple things. Maybe it's a difficult terrain that gives cover. It's a real dense cloud. Maybe it's a plasma cloud. Maybe it's these here are the pillars of creation from photo from the Eagle Nebula taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. So maybe, kind of like that. They're flying through those. That's terrain. Now, that's it. Same as standard one-page rules. One-page rules. On to the fleets. Here is our dwarves. I'm calling them Forge Fathers. It's the same name as Mantic uses. I just kind of like it a little bit better than just dwarfs. So they are the Forge Fathers. So this ship here is a Loom class. I've called it Hingvar, is its name. Has a speed of 4 inches on a move, 6 inch on cruise. It's evasion 3+, and it's a toughness of 2+. It's 60 points, and it's a medium 3, M3. It has a gyro accelerator, which is 24-inch range. It's in the front arc, 1 attack, 0 strength. It gets +3 strength and deadly if it's shooting at something over 12 inches. And deadly means it does 2 damage instead of 1. So I guess I should have explained that on shooting, when you hit, it takes damage, it all does just 1 damage. Main turret on it is 18 inches, does 2 attacks, 1 strength. And it has weapon batteries, which are on the sides. They have the broadside rule, meaning that they get to fire twice. They are 6 inches, 2 attacks, 2 strength. And for an upgrade, we have a point defense system, which means that after squadrons come up into them, they get to shoot at squadrons. They get 3 attacks and 0 strength with it. The other ship here, this is a Lathe class, and it's the Haduth. It has a speed of 6'9", so 6 inches, 9-inch cruise, 4+ evasion, 4+ toughness, 40 points. I forgot to write its size here. It's a L2, so it's a light 2. And I don't have an ID number on it because I can tell these easily apart. The main turret is 360 degrees, 12-inch range, 2 attacks, 0 strength, and it has a turbo laser, which is 30-inch range on the front, 2 attacks, 1 strength. It also has restoration guilds. So whenever I take damage at the end of the turn, I will roll for each damaged upgrade. 5+, I get to heal up 1 damage. And it is a hardened ship. So this is a special ability, a special for this ship only in the dwarf list. And that means that all upgrades get an extra damage box. So this one, normally a light would take 4 damage to hit, because 2 per upgrade. This one's actually going to take 5. And same thing here of the Hingvar is a medium 3, so 3 upgrades, so it's going to take 6 damage to obliterate it. That's our Forge Fathers. For our Human Defense Force, here we go. We have got 2 of the same class ships. They're both Vulpes class. They are an L2, so they get 2 upgrades. This is a specific from the Human Defense Force. So we have Steer and Torbit, and they have a speed of 8 and a cruise of 12. So move of 8, cruise 12, 4+ to hit, 4+ toughness. 1, which is DA1, which is this one right here, has a vector cannon, and it is deadly. Actually, they're both the same. What am I thinking? They have a vector cannon, and it's deadly. It's in the front. It's a 24-inch, 1 attack, 3 strength, and a precision cannon, which is sniper. And it can be in the front because it's a strike vessel, which is a different, which is an ability within the Human Defense Force. And precision cannon has sniper, 24-inch range, 1 attack, 2 strength. Sniper means that I get to pick the upgrade that starts taking damage, because the defender is the one who gets to decide what starts getting hit. Sniper ability, the attacker gets to pick it. And deadly again does 2 damage. So with this here, hit the sniper first so that we pick the area we want hurt, and then fire with the vector cannon so it does 2 damage. So no matter what, you're probably going to take out that upgrade, which is great. And like I said, the Torbet is exactly the same, 8, 12, and so forth. We also have 2 bombers that have a move of 8, cruise of 12. They have a turret that does 2-inch, does 1 attack, strength 2. They are an anti-ship and deadly. Anti-ship means that they get +1 to hit a ship, and deadly again, 2 damage. Their evasion is a 4+, and their toughness is a 5+. So a little harder to hit, but you can damage them pretty easily. So they really got to get in. And that are my ships here. So we have, these are from Iliad Studio Games. Great manufacturer. Go check them out. And these are actually bombers from Battlefleet Gothic from Games Workshop from way back when. So our first turn activation is going to be our bombers, because they are a squadron. Now they can go 8 at regular move, or they can go 12. Pre-measurement is okay. We've all got some sort of sensors. 12 puts them here, and these guys can move up and try to hit them, but I don't necessarily want that. So they're going to move up just a bit. So we're going to move up like that there, and say that is their movement. One thing I forgot to do is roll for initiative. Red is the Human Defense Force. Actually, we'll make white the Human Defense Force because they're white ships, and the red will go for the Forge Fathers. Ugh. Okay. They go first, which can be kind of okay here, but it does give the Human Defense Force a little bit of advantage, because they're only going to activate their one ship, their light ship, and then both these ships will get to activate. So that might be kind of good. So we've got the Hudith, and 6 and 9, but he's got 30-inch turbo laser range. So we're just going to go ahead and move a 6. Come up here. Move our 6. And then this is definitely within 30 right there. We totally have it. So pretty much a lot of this is going to be shooting here in ranges. So we have 2 attacks. So we're going to take 2 dice. This is DA1, which is the steer, and the steer has an evasion of 4. So we've got to get 4+. No hits. Now we're just going to play a little example here just to show. So let's say that 1 did hit, right, with a 5. It is strength of 1. He has a toughness of 4. I would have need to roll a 5+ in order to stop the damage. But since none hit to begin with, we're good. So he is activated. We're going to return the favor here with steer. But steer actually we're going to go after the Horvat or the Hingvar there, because that one still gets to activate. So the steer can move 8. So let's see here. Let's get us about 8. Measuring from base to base on those guys. And we are well within our 24-inch range. We are not within our turret range. So that's one downfall that the Human Defense Force have. Their ranges for their turrets are super, super small. But we do have our vector cannon and our precision cannon that we can hit with. We are going to go with our precision cannon first because we'll be able to pick what starts taking damage. So here we go. One attack. I need a 3 or better. I got a 4. I hit. Okay. It is strength 2. He has a toughness 2, so he needs a 4 or better. No! Good, good, good. So let's see here. Let's take out... I really, really don't like this gyro accelerator. That thing's horrible. So it takes a hit. Now I'm also going to just kind of throw these cool little... These are from Battlefleet Gothic also to show that, hey, they've taken a hit. Yeah, it makes it look kind of cool. And again, most games, factor of cool, or you play for the cool factor, rule of cool. Vector cannon now is going to shoot. So it's got 1 attack. Again, I need to get a 3 or better. A 4 hit. Strength of 3. Toughness 2. 5+. Yeah! Got it. So the gyro accelerator just blew up. And then we are also going to put a hit on... Let's see. So actually, the Forge Fathers. So you have to keep putting damage on something until it destroys. So we're going to put that on here. The other hit, though, the Forge Fathers are going to put on their point defense system. So that means that any other hits are going to hit point defense system and not their main turret nor their weapon batteries yet. So that'll be good. But we are going to throw down 3 more little... So that just looks great, in my opinion. There we go. And these guys here, the Torbet moves up. Comes up here. Right there. Well within our 24 inches. He's going to do the same thing. Here we go. Let's try to get... Oh, let's do... Ooh. If we do deadly, it'll do 2 damages. That'll automatically take this, and then one of these will take it. But if we take the vector cannon, the precision cannon, we can pick one, and then the damages from the deadly. Let's do that. Let's go precision cannon first. Okay, so again, we need a 3. No! Missed. Okay, I find that I say that a lot. I don't need to. Ingvar moves 4. He is gonna take... He's really afraid of these fighters, but he does have his point defense system. These bombers. So his point defense system is going to deal with that. So he's actually going to unload with both his main turret and his gyro accelerator at this guy. Because this one here, the Hudath, is a little closer to here, to the Torbet, to the steer. So the steer will be able to, he'll be able to get in there. But it really doesn't matter. He's got range anyway. So let's lob everything here. If you notice, we haven't even turned anything yet. We're just going to fly right past each other. But these guys here are probably going to start doing some turns around because these guys want to get off the board. So here we go. So against this, the Torbet, so evasion 3. So he has gyro accelerator. Let's go with the main turret first. 2 attacks at 1 strength. Looking for 4s. 6 and a 2, so 1 hit. Strength 1, toughness 4, so I need a 5. Did not hit. Or didn't save. We're going to put it on the precision can? No, we're going to put it on its main turret because it sucks. Okay. See, there I said K again. I really got to get over that. Next shot coming from the gyro accelerator. If it is over 12 inches, which, looky there, it is. It's going to be +3 strength and deadly. This is really going to hurt. One shot, needing a 4+. Ha ha! Take that, you Forge fathers. Don't get to do anything. That's there. That's the end of turn number 1. Here we go with turn number 2. Squadrons go first, so we're going to activate our bombers. 8 or 12-inch move. 8 still does not get them in range. But I think we're going to use them as a bit of a kind of a decoy. Actually, we're going to go just a bit more. We're going to do their cruise speed of 10 inches. Excuse me, of 12. But we're actually not going to go the whole 12. So we're going to go there. Who wins initiative here? This can be important. I guess initiative is always important, but our Forge Fathers got it again. So DA1, this one here, the steer has already taken 1 damage. No, I put that on the wrong one. Over here. No, I put it on the right one. I marked it off on the wrong one here. There we go. Okay. Stop saying K. Okay. So right here, I think we're going to have the Hudith, the Lath class ship here, or Lathe class ship. I think we're going to let's focus on the Torbet there and try to take it out. So he is going to do a maneuver, a regular move, but we're going to do a turn halfway through. So 3, and then we can turn up to 90 if we wanted to. And we'll move another 3 to there. All right. So he has moved, but we're going to shoot with him. He will unload everything into the Torbet. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot. He's got a main turret and a turbo laser. That turbo laser, though, goes so far with it. And we do have to remember that we have the Restoration Guild, so we can repair if we need to. So first shot, we're going to have the main turret is within 12. So we're going to fire our main turret here. We've got 2 shots, 4+. No hit. And turbo laser is 2 shots, 4+, 1 hit. And our defense, that's cocked. 3 does not make it, so it gets through. So his main turret is blasted away. Woo, not good. Okay, see, there I say it again. Knock that off. All right. Let's blast this guy still. So both of the Vulpes class is going to move forward. We are going to start with, just because the tape measure is right here, we are going to start with the steer. We're going to go 8 so that we can still shoot. Oh! You have to go your move speed. You have to move up to that if you move. Now, we're going to do a little turn here. So we're going to go 4, and then shift down 4. Nothing is in his, because this isn't sides here. This is actually front because he's a strike vessel. Nothing for him to hit. All right. No shots on the side, no weapons on the side. So we got to go straight or turn like that. So let's bring the Torbet here. He will just cruise along straight towards the Hingvar. Torbet does not have his main turret anymore, but he do has the vector cannon and the sniper. We are going to fire off. I guess it really doesn't matter, because if we hit, either he takes 2 damage, which means that the point defense is dead, and the Forge Father would assign 1 to either the weapon battery or to the main turret. Hint, it'll probably be the main main turret at this point. Or sniper, meaning we get to pick. So I guess we'll still go sniper, because we could pick the weapon battery, because we're going to be coming into broadsides here, and that's going to hurt. So we're going to go ahead and fire our sniper here. And 1 attack. It is strength 2. So if we hit, we need an evasion. The evasion is 3. And if we hit, I need a 4+. So here's our shot. 3+. Hit. And what was it again? It is strength 2, so they need a 4+. Ah! I really wanted that to go. All right. Vector cannon's going to fire. Same thing. 4, hit. Except the vector cannon does have a strength of 3, so that gives it a 5+. And made it. I don't know why I really want the Human Defense Force to make it. I don't know. Maybe. Ingvar is going to move his minimum, which is 4. He's not turning. That could be his downfall there. Actually, we'll come back a bit and turn. Oops, gotta fix the ship there. Turn there. Now, weapon batteries are only 6-inch, so we can't hit him. So we can hit him, and I don't believe... actually, we do have a shot on the bombers with the weapon batteries. It'll be hard to hit, but we can do it. Let's go with our gyro accelerator first. 1 shot. I guess it really wants to be at long range. Yeah. Called it. We're doing it. 1 shot. Excuse me, 2 shots. Oh no, the gyro accelerator is destroyed. We can't do it. So we're going to have to do 2 with the main turret. Yeah, 2 with the main turret at the Torbet. Torbet has an evasion of 4. So 1 hits. Defense. The main turret has a strength of 1. So toughness, I need a 5. Didn't make it, I got a 4. Let's put this on the precision cannon. Hey, he just got another one there. Now, we're going to fire our weapon batteries at the bombers. I need a 6 to hit them because it's hard. No, I don't. Let me double check. Hold on. All right. I can just try to get whatever their evasion is. I was thinking that it was harder, but no. If a ship is, if a weapon has anti-ship, that means it is +1 to hit ships, but it only hits squadrons on a 6. And then there's anti-squadron, which is +1 to hit a squadron, but only hit ships on a 6. So I kind of got that mixed up there in my head. So we're going to fire our weapon batteries. We get to do it twice. So 2, they can go at different targets, but they're going at the same squadron here. Because they're, oh no, they are actually 2 separate squadrons. Hey, look, there's a little bug. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's a space creature monster thing. All right, first one going against the bomber there at the top. So we're in range. We have 2 attacks, evasion of a 4. Ha! No hits against the other one. Oh, yeah, okay. Strength of 6. They have a toughness of 5. 6s always succeed. Boom! Blew that dude out of there. Turn 3, let's see how deadly bombers are. They move in within 2 inches. He has an evasion of 3, but they are anti-ship, so +1 to hit. So I've got 1 attack, and I need a 2 to hit. Got it with a 2. It is a strength 2, so he's toughness 2, so 4+. Ugh! Let's see how tough they are. Okay, Wilbur. Yeah. There we go. Now who gets the init here? Okay. The Forge Father. It's going to go 3 inches. So zip down 3. And then he's going to rotate 45 and go another 3. So the only thing in range is his main turret, because his front arc is not there. So here we go. Main turret, 2 attacks. I need a 4 or better. Rolling the wrong dice, but I guess they betrayed me. So I'm going to do this. Toughness of 4, strength 0, so 1 gets through. That takes out his precision cannon. And that is him. Now we have got to gun it to get out of here. So they are speed 12. I am thinking just burn it. Gets out there. Cannot attack, but that's okay. And here, so remember we can go cruise and turn a 45. I guess that's true. He could have gone 90. Oh, my mistake. So we're going to go 12. So we got to go 6. And then we can turn, turn 45 and go another 6. It's right there. Takes care of them. Him. Point defense system should have gone when the squadron went. So we're going to take a shot here with that. 3 shots. A 4, 6, and a 1. Only needed to get a 4, so 2 hit. And they have a toughness of 5. Both saved. Good. Would have killed them. But what is he going to do? He can go all of 2 inches. Okay, so if he comes up, I'll bump them out of the way a bit. 2 inches. And then turns 90. And goes another 2. Because we want to at least get 1 dude out of here. Kill him all. Ingvar, the front has its turret. Broadside doesn't have any target because the bombers now are in the rear. So really it's only that main turret. 2 attacks. Trying to get a 4+. Got him. If both these hit, he blows up. Strength 0, so we need 4+. Oh, like I said. Oh. Out of there. He just biffed it. I don't know that it's necessarily going to matter because I still have this ship that can get off. So I needed to really define the wind conditions a little better. Maybe the HDF needed to get at least half their fleets off, half their ships. Because the squadron wouldn't have counted as 1. It's a squadron, not a ship. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. Fighter. The bombers go up. We are going to take another stab at this here, another run. We have evasion of 3, so we need 2s because of they are anti-ship. Got them on both. It is strength 2, so toughness of 2, so we need 4s. 1 got through, and that's going to take out their point defense, so they are not able to shoot back at the bombers. Initiative. Hey! HDF finally gets it. The steer's going to go 12, and that is almost to the board edge. Right there. So close. Look at that. Very close. But the Hudith is not... No, he might be able to. So if he goes his 3 inches... Okay, so he moves up his 3. He can turn 90. Move another 3. And now, front arc is there, 30 inches. We've got him. Punk him. Come on, Hudith. You can do this here. Punk him. Hit him. 2. Evasion of 4. Hit him with a 5. That one missed. A 6 saves. All right. Now we will go 2 right here. Rotate. Come down another 2, like that. They're still there. And shoot. Now we have 18 inches, which we are within 18. We are. So you can see there. So we're within 18 of his main turret. So 2 shots. I need to get a 4+ right here. 4+. 6 and a 6. They both hit. It has a strength of 1, so we need a 5. No, 2 hits. Really doesn't matter. So his precision cannon just went down. That on there, that on there, and that's turn 4. I did not get off. Oh, so because of how we did it, the Forge Fathers won the scenario because I was not able to get this HDF Human Defense Force ship off the board by the end of turn 4. They just sitting there on the edge. So the winner goes to here, goes to the Forge Fathers. They pulled the win. That's it. If you have any questions, comments, please put them down below. Like and subscribe. I don't understand how liking helps, but people like videos, so if you like it, like it. If you don't, there have been a few people that haven't liked my videos. Send me a message. I'd love to know why. What is it that I can do to improve them? This is me inviting you all into my solo wargaming, and I want it to be fun for all. So if there's something that you'd rather have me do, something you wouldn't like to have me do, I've had comments about don't hold the camera, have it on a tripod. I find it easier holding the camera, but maybe I'll try 2 cameras at some point, 2 cell phones. But let me know what you think. If you also have a game that you'd like me to try out or play, post that too in the comments. I'd love to take a look at them. I do have a couple that are coming up that I'm excited to give a shot to, and a couple more that we're going to revisit, go on to some other missions with it. So that's it from me, from Troy here at Outer Planet Models, and have fun solo wargaming.